assuming we're live right now.
I think we did it.
We're not technical difficulties, so we're live on the Chubwagon Monster channel right now as we speak.
Right now, as we speak, that's what it's telling me.
Nice. We're not pre-recorded right now, so this is raw. We're gonna mess up. But you know what though? I don't script anything anyway, so you guys hear
We really don't.
You hear me screw up and mess up my words all the time, which is good because you know we're living in that day of AI where you don't even know if things are human. So I guess it's better to be flawed today than not flawed, because AI is taking everything over, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's the plan. So yeah, never done this before. Never been live on the tubes of the YouTubes.
No, this is a first for us.
So
This
we'll
is
have to
a
watch
first.
what we say.
Yeah.
We'll have to watch what we say.
Yeah, I want to see what you look like.
Really crappy, and we don't have that great of a mic, but hey, I hope it's working. I hope everyone can see us.
So this is the guy who does the voices for the Twillos. In
Yep.
case you're wondering, I do a little bit, but he's the main guy.
Yep, that's me. Ha ha ha. See, told you. So yeah, welcome to the SS Park Market. I guess we did it, Charlie.
We did it.
We did it, and you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it.
It was a lot of work.
Issue 2.
Yeah, no joke. I talk about it all the time, but having
You're telling me?
Yeah.
I've watched it from the outside.
Yeah.
Trying to tell you to hurry up.
Yeah. And
For all you guys.
duly noted.
For all you guys. So yeah, bunch of new Twillos.
Yeah. Trying to get them a little more organized here. Yeah, look at these two guys. I have an idea of what the Twillos look like when they're next to a human being.
Go do some quality control. See, make sure this is working as intended.
For sure, for sure.
No, she saw Tim. I think that might be him, but I don't want to listen. I know him.
How's it going, guys? Okay, I think I got a little bit better setup here. You can see all the Twillos' faces. Setting up your booth and optimizing it is always an ever-changing animal. Hey. Welcome to the Chubwagon Monster booth. Feel free to come in and take a look around at all the weird monster stuff. It's all handmade, one of a kind. It's all from my comic book series, Chubwagon Monsters. Got issue 1 and 2. 2 just came out about a week ago. This is the first place I'm releasing it to. Yeah.
Pretty creative, aren't they?
Yeah.
Big old button eyes and stuff.
Yeah, so the Twillos are a species of monster from the comic series, and they're hunted for their burlap by other monsters for clothing. That's why they all look the way they do. They have to fix each other all the time. But the cool thing is, every Twillo's handmade, one of a kind. It's never made ever again.
I see you're going by the you'll be going by the subway.
Wow. Wait, come on.
I like that.
Thank you.
Emily.
Shout out to Emily. What's up? I made a Twillo just for you, Emily. And I named it after you too. This is Unicorn, the Emily. The Emily. This is a species of Emily. They're hunted for their burlap by other monsters.
Oh, here's Penny.
Oh yeah. That's classy.
That ride was so funny.
Let's show off more Twillos. Let's show off all the names.
Some of them I haven't officially named yet.
Yeah. Oh, here's a new one. Built-in Dippy Doo. You know? That's new.
This one's got a built-in Dippy Doo too. Black, blue, and orange on that one. Kind of a peppermint color on this one here.
See here.
This is a cool one.
Oh, hashtags call it wants to be in the
This
video.
Harlequin style. Of course. Hashtag.
Okay, here I am. Dun, 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 dun. Are we live, Charlie?
We are live.
We're live?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
For real?
Don't say any bad words.
No bad words.
No bad words.
No bad words. All right. Hello, YouTube. YouTube. Da, 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 da. I've never really been live,
What
Charlie.
Sing the YouTube theme song.
YouTube, 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 YouTube. That's it. That's the song. It's about YouTube, dude.
That was good.
Thank you.
YouTube should be giving us a call any day now.
Any day now.
Yeah.
Any day
We'll
now.
sell that to you.
Let's see here.
You
Oh,
like
here's
to
a
write,
new,
you like to write jingles from time to time?
here's a new guy. This one is Zoomy because he likes to zoom around.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna have another guy out here.
Right there.
I want all their faces to be seen.
They're beautiful, beautiful faces.
You see this one here?
Unlike ours.
This one's kind of has a dinosaur build a little bit. He's got little T-Rex arms. And the cool thing about this guy, I used twill on the arms. Actually, it was car upholstery. The rest of it's burlap. He's got some really cool stitching. And a tail. And a hood. Super classy.
Also have the full black one.
Yeah. Blackout Twillo. His name is Darkling. He actually kind of looks like a Darkling from the comic series. Oh, you guys haven't heard about them yet. Don't worry. They're coming. They will be the next part. They're actually the next arc.
After this arc?
Uh-huh.
You mean we're in an arc?
We're in an arc right now.
That means,
And
that means each comic follows the other comic?
that's exactly right.
So you need issue 1 and issue 2.
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm writing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when I get done with this arc, I'm gonna do a trade paperback with all 4 chapters, so you can just have it all as one closed story. So every time I complete an arc, I will make a trade paperback version of all 4 comics into one book, and maybe
Coloring book.
coloring books coming too. I've been working on pages. I got about 15 pages set back. They're all ready to be. They're already formatted. I've just been adding more stuff. Would you guys be interested in coloring some of the actual pages from the comic book series as in a coloring book, so you can color them the way you want to? I'm curious if you would, because the coloring book will have pages like that. It'll actually have some of my inked, my lined pages that you can color yourself, and you can color the characters however you want. Plus, they'll have more traditional style of coloring in there, like in a colored book normally would have. But yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. So that's coming too.
How's it going, guys? Welcome to the booth. This is the treehouse.
Where should I put this guy? I can't focus.
Can you hang?
Yeah, but when he can't do that, they get ignored. I want them to stand out. I don't want them to just tuck away.
Oh. Isn't that Goofy movie? The Goofy movie song?
Yeah.
The second best Goofy movie song? Because they're the one that if you play around millennials, we all start dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill, you should do something.
Yeah, like this. Wait.
What's up, y'all? How you doing?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good. Welcome to the Chubwagon Monster booth.
You want to see what you just bought your day for Father's Day? We need another.
Yeah, no, I have one. And that hook won't get stuck.
Charlie's not on camera. Hello. Do you like my buttons? I use them as eyes.
What's up, y'all? How you doing? Hi. Welcome to the Chubwagon Monster booth, y'all. So all these characters are called Twillos. They're from my comic book series, Chubwagon Monsters.
Oh my god.
And they get hunted for their burlap by other monsters for clothing. So they have kind of a tough life. But they're all one of a kind. I never make another one like it ever again. So there's a cool thing about it when you pick them up like that. But they have a life stage. So in the book, if they get ransacked back down to fluff, the fluff will coalesce into a little tiny baby. And this is the larval form of the Twillo called a dippy dude. And if these guys live long enough, or the Twillos take them and take care of them, they'll get bigger and they'll become a twit, which is like the teenage form. And then eventually what happens is if these fellas live long enough, the body will start to sprout from the bottom, and this big pointy part here becomes the hood, and they become a full-size Twillo. And now you know the life stage of the Twillo.
3 elementary school students.
Yeah.
Do they have names?
Yes, they do have names actually. All the Twillos are named. I haven't named these little guys yet, but all the Twillos have a name. Yeah.
What's the purple guy's name?
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Tyler said thank you.
What's the purple guy's name? That guy. Yeah.
He looks
He's gorgeous.
This is Dalton. So this is probably my most detailed Twillo of the whole. They range in price. This one's got he's got claws and everything.
Yeah,
Lots of stitching. He's got a ninja bandana.
This represents a lot of
How
him.
much is
Yeah.
Mama? These are
This one here
so
took me
cool.
roughly about 14 hours.
Yeah, I
How,
believe that.
how much is that guy?
That one is my most expensive Twillo. He's 300, but they go all the way down to 85. And if you pick up a Twillo, you get issue 1 for free. The full size.
Is it a series?
Yeah. So these are all from the comic book.
What
Yeah.
are these guys called?
So I've got issue 1 and 2. So
What are these guys called?
those are cave Twillos. Yeah. So a cave Twillo, what happened was some of these twits rolled into a dark cave, and after 2 weeks of being lost,
2
in the cave,
weeks.
they
Only
evolved into a subspecies called a cave Twillo. So they're blind, they can't see, and they click with communicate by clicking instead. So and they have little bones.
This is so cool. This is so funny. Oh my gosh, you got buttons, you got a whole
Oh my gosh, Mama, can we get a
world
button,
here.
please?
Yeah, so I've got if you're digging the comic book, I've got the Tooth and Claw package, which includes a comic book, a button, and a vinyl sticker of your choice, and that's 20. 30, you can do both comic stuff.
Oh, look at this keychain. It's the one and only.
Yeah, it's a zipper pull.
Cool. Mama, look at that.
We're gonna think about this, kids, because we have 3 children, so
Sure.
investing
Get the
heavily
mustache.
in the Chubwagon ones.
Wait, can you buy us that?
Yeah.
Ready to make
Well, here.
Hey, you never.
It's all, it's all
this
kid
is
friendly.
That, you know what happens with us?
Anti-bullying.
Yes.
So there's a lot of endearingness, and it's kind of like a hardcore version of Winnie the Pooh. So it's very kid friendly.
Can we get these?
Yeah, so these are all monster species. Yeah, I do the comic, I paint the
Oh
boards.
my gosh, he's like, get away from me.
So,
so creative.
thank you.
How much are they?
The boards are $125 each, and if you pick a board up, you also get issue 1 with that purchase. You have to know where the characters are. So even though I've been talking about these side characters,
Yeah.
those aren't even the main characters of the book.
I
They're just part of the
little
story.
bits that you
Yeah,
would encounter.
the big blue monster you see all over the place. He's the main character of the
see.
book. It's in
Okay.
the front of the cover here.
Where are you
Okay.
guys from?
I live here.
In Estes.
Yeah, I'm from Dallas originally, but I've been up here the last almost 3 years now.
Oh, okay.
And I do this show, and this issue 2 just came out about a week ago, and I wanted to release it at this event.
Do you like drawing?
Oh, I love drawing. Yeah, that's what I do.
These
I draw those comics.
All that. That's
Yeah.
all this creative.
I'm better at drawing than sewing, obviously.
No.
These are really good.
So-
Awesome. Well, it's lovely to meet you.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Learn about your art.
Yeah, well, thanks for listening to
Check
me.
it out some more.
Right on.
I like your shoes.
Thank you so much.
That's my favorite.
That's incredible.
Well, they were super nice.
They were awesome. Try to stay in between the birds. And that, be it from here.
This way. I'm gonna stand here. You're gonna watch me drink this Red Bull till I'm completely done with it.
Yeah, and everyone, if anyone and everyone could go and like the stream, share it with your friends and everyone you know.
And if this is even remotely entertaining to you.
Yeah, if it's entertaining, let us know. Comment, do all the things that YouTube wants you to do.
Because at the end of the day, it's got to be worth the time, right?
Worth the time and the time.
Time is the most valuable thing we have.
Other than that, there's really nothing else that went into it.
Yeah.
The
Again, we
idea.
apologize for the amateurness of this. We're just trying it out. We thought about this. Ryan thought about doing this last night.
Figured
I
why
was
not?
like, let's make it happen.
Let's give it a shot. If it works, it works. We'll go from here, and if it
And why not, why not go through the struggle with me on this, kind of see what it's like to do this.
I know, right? We send video. We do shorts every show. We show off the booth. We do all that type of stuff, and the shorts do great. But you guys never get to really hear us pitch. You never really get to see how everyone's reactions are, and I think that's really important.
I think so too, because it's odd and different, and people have to see other people liking it sometimes to kind of jump on, and shows really are encouraging. They really are.
They really are, especially when you see the kids come in and their faces light up, and even adults come in, their faces light up. They see something new for the first time. It's kind of, it's not something you realize you wanted to see again.
It makes my day.
It does.
When I've told Ryan this a million times. Every time I have a kid come by, who's actually read the book. It's moved by the characters and just all about it. There's nothing better. It's better than making money. Money is a good thing to keep things going, yes, but that's not really why you do this long term.
Well, I didn't really even get that idea until I started helping you. Helped you at the first show, and that first person to walk by and just kind of go,
Hey fellas, how you doing?
it's great.
Welcome to the Chubwagon Monster booth. Everything you see here is all based around the comic book series. Got issue 1 and 2 right here. It's an all monster comic book. Characters, all these creatures here from the book as well, are called Twillos. They get hunted for their burlap by other monsters for clothing, so they have kind of a tough life, having to fix each other all the time.
What age group is it for?
So I have it at my kids' library, so it's totally kid friendly, but there's a lot of deeper things that an adult would enjoy. So it's kind of like Adventure Time, where there's a lot of undertones, that's the
Remember
kids.
Animaniacs?
Yeah. So
Did you see the remake they did of it?
Yeah.
Oh
No,
my
I
god, the
didn't see
first episode is hilarious.
Oh yeah. It's kind of like when they redid Beavis and Butthead. Didn't realize Beavis and Butthead did the first reaction videos.
yeah, true. But yeah,
Right on, guys.
completely kid friendly. This here has a underlying not in your face message about anti-bullying with the Twillos, so it's more subliminal, But it's got a really deep story of monsters or sci-fi in it. It's got a very creepy, cute, whimsical feel to it. So if you're a fan of Nightmare Before Christmas, it has that same kind of weirdness to it, but totally different story. Yeah.
Can you take this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Where's your stickers at?
Oh, so right here, I got all the different stickers right here on this board.
Okay, so oh, you which one?
Yep.
God, I gotta have that.
Yeah, he glows in the dark too.
Nice.
That's the Boom Crusher. He's one of the main monsters in the that you get introduced to.
Oh, yes, no, I
Yeah,
like that one.
that's this character here. Look.
Nice.
And then him here again.
He's on the cover of
Yeah,
two.
he's on the cover here. So
See, I knew I picked the star.
yeah, here he is.
Star of the show. Nice.
Yeah, he's a full name of him is a Thrapsaur Boom Crusher. Not that you'll probably remember that. They're vinyl though; they will last pretty dang long, whatever you put them on. So,
Awesome.
all right, just $6. Just change here. There you go, sir. Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks.
Sticker, bud.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's based out of Estes Park.
So yeah, I live here in Estes. Grew up in Dallas and built the brand out there and moved up here about 3 years ago. And yeah, now I live in town. This is where I want to. I moved up here full time to do this. So
Very cool.
this is I'm trying to build the brand out here and make Estes Park kind of a monster hub, and maybe try to team up at some point with the Stanley and do stuff up there with them and just grow however I can. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, dude, keep going, man.
Thank you.
At least one of us has to. Sorry, guys. I just kind of realized one of us probably has to be in front of the camera.
Yeah, we have to come back there and
Do certain things. He's the face of the company, though, so I should probably be the one.
money transactions.
I should probably be doing the background stuff. Once again, this is gonna be painful, and I'm sorry, but we're gonna figure it out.
We'll do the best we can though.
We're gonna figure it out.
Just gotta pretend we're on the radio. No,
Pretend we're on the radio.
no dead air.
I think we should just pretend there's not a camera here, except for you need to know that you need to stay in.
Stand in front of it.
You're caged. See, that's what happens when you shove me under a table.
Hey, I left an open spot so you have more. Room
Shush!
you have more room to stretch under there.
Don't put me under the table. Don't do it. It's scary and hot.
So last year at one of our shows, Ryan sat under one of the tables and was kind of throwing his voice, making the Twillos talk. And I had customers coming up, looking at me, thinking I was like a ventriloquist talking with the Twillos. And the funny thing is, more adults were fooled by this than the kids. The kids saw straight through it. He'd be talking, and the kids would be immediately like looking underneath the tables, looking around like, "Oh, you got somebody doing the voices."
Oh,
And
you,
then- but
you
then-
got someone back there.
But then adults would come through, and they'd be like, "How are you doing that?
Where's that coming from?
Do you have like radio? Do you have like voice boxes in your Twillos?" I'm like, "No, they just talk. They're magical when you make his sounds back there."
Not yet, at least.
They would just
Coming
be-
soon.
They would just be like, "Oh yeah,
Coming soon.
we've got voice boxes that we might be putting in some of the Twillos."
Some of the uber special ones, like this guy, like the
Yeah.
more detailed ones. There's gonna be. Oh, let's put it in front of the camera. This guy. There's gonna be little voice boxes in them.
That's Dalton. He's named after a guy I played hockey with.
That's right, Dalton.
It's actually a compliment.
Dalton. Dalton. I'm a doll and I weigh a ton. That's right. I'm a doll and I weigh a ton.
So I thought it'd be kind of funny. Maybe I don't know if I told you this, Ryan, but I thought we'd get one voice box. You do your voices, put it in a random Twillo. Don't tell nobody about it. Let those people think they're crazy when it starts talking to them. And then when they come up, like, my Twillo talks. I'm like, they don't really talk.
They don't really talk, I promise.
Yeah, I promise you.
I just have a guy that hides back here.
It's like, no, it talks. I've heard it talk to me at home. Like, no, it doesn't. And then we'll just get them to start questioning life because we'll just have a few Twillos that actually have voice boxes in them and stuff. I think it'd just be funny.
Or we'll just tell
People
people.
feel like they're losing their minds. Like,
Or we'll just tell people you never know what you're gonna find inside of a Twillo.
Yeah. Well, they're like Build-A-Bears. You know, I don't even use my trash can. I just fill my Twillos with the trash I have at home. So if you open up a Twillo, there's all sorts of treasures inside.
There's spiders.
Keep the cost down.
It's not actual stuffing.
No.
It's gummies.
Gummy bears. Gummy bears in a bag of sand.
Kodo went to the bathroom. I was like, hey, this would go well. How do you think we dye it brown? Back to the pocket poopers.
I have Ryan do all that.
That's right. Like my father always told me, be a man, wipe with your hand.
You can tell the character of a man by the rigidity of his shins.
That's right. We're here for hours, guys, so I hope these jokes aren't going to stop.
How are y'all doing?
We're good, thank you. I'm very familiar with these guys because they come to our Rotary Arts and Crafts.
That's right.
They tell quite a story.
I just got issue 2 out now.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's done.
Yay! But they're very interesting.
They are.
They're very interesting. These are part of their bodies that, you know, there's a story behind everything.
Yeah, so these are the babies, larval form. When they get bigger, they just get to like a larger version of the same thing. But from here, they'll grow a body, it sprouts out from the bottom, and then this part is the hood, and they become a full-size Twillo. So each one turns into its own one-of-a-kind looking Twillo from the themes there. Yeah, but occasionally though they get stuck in this twit form and become like a very evolved twit, kind of crazy looking. Yeah.
Such a fun thing.
Oh yeah, stick up.
How you doing?
Good. Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna have to see how this works without the mic.
Okay.
Hopefully everything's alright. Chat, tell me if
Is there a chat going on?
a little bit. We have Emily in here. We got 4 viewers.
Oh wow.
All 4 of you guys. So
Hello, 4 viewers.
let us know if you can hear Charlie.
Test 1, 2, 3. Say hello back. Maybe say something.
Only
in the chat
because
room.
this is it needs to charge. We're already halfway through the battery.
On the iPad. Yeah. Goody.
So looks like I need to figure out a way to charge it and
Okay. Well, that's that now. I'm gonna play a Chubwagon Monster song. Let me know what you think.
All right, looks like no audio issues, so let's get this charging a little bit. At least that's what chat's telling me. Yeah, already at 50%. So.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Well, it's really close to the mic, so let's turn it. Yeah.
How's that?
Let's hope.
Oh, they want to hear the song. They want to hear it? Start it over. Alrighty. Gotta entertain the masses. What's up, y'all? How you doing? Doing good. Enjoying the beautiful weather, for sure. Oh, yeah. Nice. Welcome to the Chubwagon Monster Pit. Everything here is all based around my comic series, Chubwagon Monster. These little guys here, they're called Twillos. They're a species of monster that's hunting for their burlap in the comic. So we're having to fix each other all the time.
So do you hand make these? You did?
Yeah, I mean, I sew the Twillos, I draw the comic and write it, and paint the skateboards. So, yeah, a little bit of everything. I'm the best at drawing and color. I can't sew very well.
It looks.
It's your own style though too. I like
Yeah, and it goes because they fix each other in the comics. So, you know, they're always getting ransacked down to fluff, and then they turn back into a little late larval form here called the Dippy Dude. Oh, and these guys will get bigger, and turn like a twit, just like a teenage form. And eventually these guys will grow bodies, this becomes a hood, and they become a full-size Twillo. And then these guys are cave Twillos. What happened was a twit, these guys got lost in a cave, and after 2 weeks they evolved into a blind Twillo called a cave. And they communicate by clicking and sounds like that. But all it took was just 2 dating weeks for them to turn into that. In the book, they're not very smart creatures. They're kind of easy to take advantage of and manipulate. And they need help. They're getting overhunted. So the books introduces you to the main character, shows them how to stick a foot.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Kind of an anti-bullying without but subliminal. You know.
Right.
It's not like it's not very obvious. So kind of more like overcoming unsurmountable problems. But yeah, feel free to grab the Twillos and pick up whatever you want. They're stuck in there, but they're tough. Everything's guaranteed. As long as I'm alive, I'll fix it for you. If something comes apart, nothing has. We'll fix them, and they'll come back looking a little different too. It goes with the theme of Chubwagon.
And they get softer over time. It's crazy. You just set them on the shelf and they just slowly get softer.
Yeah, they break in a little bit.
I'm gonna stop by a little bit later.
Right on. Did you get a card?
What's that?
Yeah,
Oh
we
yeah,
get a card.
definitely.
I've got all the typical except for TikTok, but
was gonna say, yeah, do you have a website?
So I do everything through my social medias and I do shows. I keep wanting to do a website, but I tend to not have enough product to like keep it going.
In stock.
Yeah, so I'm getting
Yeah,
more
but-
scalable now because a lot of it's handmade.
Handmade, right?
So it's just I'd rather do shows, but I do through all my social medias. I will have a website up very soon because I was skipping issue 2. I'm not that finished, so
Right. Oh,
I'm
that's
thinking
awesome.
I'm kind of a one-man band, so it's trying to get the next thing done. And I'm always working on something with the brand, but everything all ties into each other. Everything in it.
These are awesome.
Yeah, thank
I will
you.
definitely be back.
Yeah, stop by.
I'd love to check it out.
Probably a little bit later. Then.
Right
Thank
on,
you.
yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for stopping by. Well, we're having pretty good interest. What do you think of the song?
I don't know. Let's ask them.
What do you think of that song?
What'd you guys think? Let us know.
All the songs you actually hear are all Chubwagon Monster themed songs. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. This song goes so hard. The good thing about this music is we don't have to worry about no copyright infringement. Nope. You can just have just some guilty pleasure music playing.
Right?
Yeah.
It's all Chubwagon
Yeah.
Monster themed. And it helps, you know, with the vibe.
Ties the theme all in together. Yeah. So the plan, I've got a monster rock band that's going to be doing all these songs, and I'm gonna create all these monster characters. I'm gonna make a full-blown CD art for it, and I'm gonna release actual
Can I be the
Chubwagon
face?
Monster rock band punk rock CD.
Can I
That
be
you'll
the
be able to
face?
pick it up. Yeah, maybe.
I wanna be the face.
Yeah, I'll make you the face.
The face.
Okay.
Get to know me.
What do you think of that idea? Being able to come in here and be able to buy an album from a monster rock band from the world of Petra Vita. How cool is that?
That's cool.
Yeah. That's a work in progress.
They couldn't hear the lyrics, but they like the melody.
Cool.
So that's all.
Back
People like the lyrics.
If we crank it up too loud, we'll probably be bothering our neighbors. So
And then you probably
we
won't be able to hear us.
Yeah. we have to be polite.
Maybe we use it as like an intro thing.
Yeah.
An intro song.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
You guys want to look at issue 2? See a few of the pages? All right. Ooh. Oh. Fancy. Ooh. Really fancy. Look at that. Look at that.
y'all? How you doing? Pretty good. Feel free to come in and take a look around. If you have any questions about anything. All right.
Forrest, oh stinky.
What's up, y'all? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
You look like you just fell in love with something.
I did. I saw something my roommate would love. She loved
okay.
all of this stuff.
Yeah, they call tea. So these are you're looking at the baby form of my pillows. They're called hippie dudes. They're the larval form here. And now if they live long enough, these guys will turn into a twist. They do. This is a teenage form.
Teenage.
Yeah. Older brothers and sisters. These guys look out for these little guys. And the fat guys watch out for these guys.
Oh my god, I love these. Do you guys sell these online too?
Yeah. I used to do shows.
Yeah.
I mean, I can, you know, like through my social medias and stuff like that. They change so often.
Yes.
Each one I make is one of a kind, so I never do another one like it ever. What's crazy is if these guys live long enough, they will start to sprout a whole body, and this turns into a hood, and they become a full-size
Oh
pillow.
my. Yeah.
So this is what they eventually grow into. Like this was pretty crazy.
Wow. This is wild. Holy. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
they
did-
get pretty involved.
You didn't just walk into something small.
Yeah.
I tell
Our committee.
Yeah, the people, they called a certain people, like the guy who kind of came up, like
Yeah.
those people. That's
She did come further aggressive. I
yeah.
need it.
They come across and you see a Twillo, and they're like, "That's
I need it.
my spirit Twillo."
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Can I walk around a little bit?
All right,
Thank you.
thanks. Here you go. Ask him. This is a song about my dog.
A song about Coda bears.
This song's about my dog. I like the line Nikita Grace. Like, that's cool. Stupid. It's so goofy.
Cave Twillos.
Yeah, I guess we could show you some more stuff.
Yeah, here's a cave Twillo.
So what happened with cave Twillos? Twits got lost in a cave, and in 2 weeks they evolved into this little species of monster called a cave Twillo. They're blind, they communicate by clicking, and they have no buttons for eyes.
But they do have bones. Not in their body though.
Not yeah, on the outside.
On the outside of their body.
Yeah, Twillos don't have bones on the inside. Just like ice cream.
Just like ice cream.
What's up, y'all? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. Welcome to the Chubwagon Monster booth. Feel free to look around. Everything here is all kid-friendly stuff. It's all based around my comic book series, Chubwagon Monsters. What kind of snake is it? You don't know what kind of snake that is? No. What if it's...
Is it real? It could be. It could be real.
Well, thank you very much. All these characters and creatures are all from the comic, so everything here is all tied in, has a storyline behind it. Deep lore.
I'll say I like that black one.
Oh yeah, that's my first all-black tool I've ever made. Blackout tool. These are all handmade, one of a kind. I never make another one like it ever again.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty cool, isn't
I
he?
like that. I thought it was the bones.
Yeah, he's kind of... He's sassy. See it right there? Absolutely, yeah. Everything here is for sale. They need homes. Which one of those need homes? The
How
comics
much
need
are the comics?
comics 10 each. I've got a special tooth and claw package. We'll get you a comic book, button, any one of these vinyl stickers of your choice for 20.
You want to your name for it? Okay. Just come on now. First comic. That's I think the second.
Yeah, that's issue 2 right there. You can do both comics for 20 if you want. I'll get you both of them. I'll throw in one of these buttons.
Yeah, sure, we'll do that. We'll get a button.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. And let me know what you think, man. It's super cool. And if you like to draw, I love. Do you? Okay, let me show you this. So I love seeing people draw their version of my favorite monster in the book, who's Trump, the blue monster. It's this guy here. So if you draw your version of Trump, he's the main character of the comic. You can send him to me through one of my social medias, and I'll show it off, and eventually put it in the next book. If that's okay with you. Yeah. Just let me know. Make sure you give me your name too, so I have your name next to it. You sign it, okay?
Okay.
Awesome.
You've got to use cards.
Yeah, that's okay. I can get you taken care of.
You got a pen? You got a good one? You see this one too? And then some zipper. You want a pen? That on the backpack.
And issue 2's got a cool bunch of bios about the characters, so you can learn a lot about them past the storyline. So, all right.
Yeah, we got both issues.
Yeah.
This is the first weekend, the first show with issue 2, so you're one of the first
Yeah.
people to get it.
This just came out a week ago. Yeah, I've been working on it for about 4 years. So
Can you
this.
sign them?
Absolutely, yeah. Let me get you fixed up.
Your artwork is really cool.
Well, thank you. That means a lot.
I like it.
All right.
Cool.
This is the first issue 2 I've signed so far.
Nice.
Yeah.
Charlie, you did it. You finished issue 2.
I finally did.
You did it.
There you go. There's that. This one I'm going to sign on the inside. Unless we have a gold pen. You got a gold pen right now?
I don't know how well it's working right now.
Yeah.
You kind of used them up.
I don't want to take a chance and it look like crap. So I'm just
Alright.
going to sign in the middle. This is drying out. This one's black.
Oh, yeah.
Is it okay if I sign on the inside? Are you okay with that? On the
That makes it
flash.
even special.
Yeah. You out camping right now?
Yeah.
Nice.
Are you guys local?
I am. I live just up the street.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just in like Aurora. So.
Okay, yeah. I'm pretty easy to meet up with, all that kind of stuff up here. So if you like anything that I'm showing off
you
on
go.
any of the social media feeds, you can easily get a hold of me.
Right on.
Since you're in Aurora, or I'd be happy to do that. You know, certain things or ships to you, whatever works.
Yeah, right on. Well, thank you so much,
Yeah,
guys.
thank you guys. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think of that book, dude. This is what I do it for.
We will. Yeah.
Thanks.
Love to read it.
Thank you so much.
So, thank you.
How are y'all?
Hi, good. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. Get some gum.
So cool. Look, that's his dog.
That's my coat of bears. We thought we had a bear last night.
We saw one at our camp.
Flipping out last night at the house.
Like, I'm like, run lockdown here.
She went into like guard mode real
Yeah.
fast, which is why we got her.
Makes sense.
Yeah, ours is a guard dog too. Yeah, they're good at watching. Yeah, they're good watchdogs. Absolutely. They make better watchdogs than most guard dogs. Hey man, enjoy the comic. I want to see that front run, alright?
I'll get one to you for sure.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Enjoy the rest of the show, y'all. You gotta find out what the snake head is. I see it. That's an inside. Oh. What kind of snake it is an inside joke. Issue 2, there's a tiny little Easter egg.
How's it going, man?
Oh, there.
Fascinating creations.
Well, thank you. Yeah, they're creepy, cute, weird monsters.
Yeah.
They're called Twillos. They're just a species of monster from my comic book series.
Oh, cool.
And they're getting overhunted for their burlap.
Uh-huh.
So they're having to. The main monsters of the book are actually show these characters how to like stick up for themselves, protect themselves going forward.
That is so
That's what
cool.
this first part of the series is about. But they're magical. They come back.
Uh-huh.
They'll get ransacked down to like fluff, and then fluff will eventually coalesce into a little baby form. And these little guys are called Dippy-Doos.
Uh-huh.
And then these guys will get bigger, become twits, teenage forms. And then eventually they'll sprout bodies. This becomes like the hood. They become like full-size Twillo with their own unique look to them.
Brilliant.
That's their life
That's
stage.
just wildly creative.
Yeah. And that's issue 1 kicking off the series right there. It's actually about a monster god who's from Zula who created the entire universe and gets burnt out creating it.
Huh.
So with the help of his brother Yama, they reincarnate him into a mortal-like monster to live on the planet of Petrovita. And this story picks up from that.
That's so
But he
cool.
kind of forgets, he dumbs himself down a bit too much, forgets how to create everything. So he becomes this happy-go-lucky monster that gets discovered by these other monsters that have naturally evolved there over the eons. And at first they take advantage of it, but as they go, the story progresses, they start to realize how unique Frump is. So and they meet the Twillos and all that other stuff. So
That's so cool.
yeah, it's pretty deep.
My brother's into making stuff like this. He's
Yeah.
got a series that he's developing called Space Vampires.
Okay,
Where it's like
that's a great combo.
like
right there.
these vampiric creatures that have psionic powers
Yeah.
and live on, I think he said one of the moons of Jupiter.
Oh, nice, like
Like-
Io or
Yeah, like
Okay.
underneath the ocean that's there and hasn't been
Gotcha.
explored.
He might dig this. So I got some really. So with this series, and I don't think there's a lot out there. It's a whimsical, dark fantasy type stuff, but it's also got sci-fi mixed in.
Cool.
So for the
Yeah.
first 6 pages, I always go back in time before Frump was Frump, and we go back in time where he's from Zulu, and you get to see him throughout space creating all these different cosmic entities and stuff. As he,
So
as he
these are your
reminisces.
first 2 editions?
Yes, sir.
And you're working
Yeah.
on the 3rd right now?
Well, I just got done with 2,
Okay.
and since I sew everything, I
Yeah.
do everything in the book. I paint. I'm always kind of having to jump around, so it takes me a while to get them out. But they're very well crafted. The stories are they're deep.
Yeah.
And I'm scripted out to about book 10 right now. But yeah,
Oh,
I am
cool.
working on issue 3. So,
All right.
but yeah,
How much are just the comics?
comics are 10 each.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like, one of each of those and whatever you got for a good bag to protect
Yeah,
them.
for sure. So I was gonna tell him since he likes sci-fi, one of the things I've got that's going on in this book, the planet they live on is called Petrovita, and they have a moon called Lunavita, and they share oceans back and forth. They get too close to each other. So this happens like every 20,000 years on our planet. the oceans will transfer back and forth. So that's one of the things that affects their world on a long-term thing. It's like a big.
What a unique idea.
Yeah, it is, right? I've been wanting to get that idea out into the books as soon as possible.
Yeah.
You can't find references for that look online. When it comes to like, how does an ocean look being pulled off another planet? So that is.
Very
Anyways,
cool.
I'm so glad to get that idea out. I think your brother would dig that.
You said you wanted one of each?
Yeah, one of each.
Awesome.
I appreciate the support, man. Thank you so much. Would you like to do cash or card on that?
Cash.
Let's do it. 20 even, buddy. We're good, man.
Keep it on the down low.
And I don't have any comic bags, but I do have like bags that put this in.
Okay. Yeah.
You want them signed?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah. Let's make them worth something.
Heck yeah. So I always sign every single one of my books, and I put one single different item on there. That way I know if they're sold on eBay, I know who it was.
All right.
I'm just kidding. I think that's an honor when I see that, actually.
We actually found one of his comics on eBay.
Yeah,
so-
they're selling it for more than I'm selling it. It's like, they're making more on the book than I am. I guess that's how it is when you're an artist, though.
Yeah.
You make the least amount, everybody else makes more, especially after you're dead, right?
If they're putting an upcharge on it, that means there's demand out there.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. I was very tempted to buy it, actually, just to get it off there, you know? Like, oh, it sold fast.
Yeah.
Someone really wanted that.
So aside from Chubwagon,
Yeah.
is this style called something? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just rowdy, cartoony kind of.
Right.
Here you go, man. We really
I
appreciate
don't know
it.
what it's called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Thanks,
my
man.
style. Thanks
love
so
it,
good.
man.
It's good talking to you, man.
Very good one.
Yeah, you too. It was,
Oh wow, look at this.
yeah, those are my comics there, so you can kind of get an idea of what my art style is and stuff.
I love it.
I used to be a tattoo artist, so my line work is like real strong when it comes to doing.
How cool.
That's what I like the most.
That's beautiful, man.
He just got done with issue 2.
Yeah, I did.
Oh really?
Yeah,
So
this
it's all
is
new, huh?
brand
This is-
spanking new.
yeah,
That came
this is-
out this year, like a week and a half ago.
This is the first show with it.
Yeah. So it's like my official release for issue 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these are called Twillos?
So these are Twillos, yeah. So these are a species of monster from the comic series.
Okay.
They get hunted for their burlap by other monsters for clothing.
Yeah.
So they're always having to fix each other all the time. But guess what gives them their unique look?
Yeah.
And why they look the way they do. But
Rowdy.
they're magical. They come back.
Okay.
So if they get ransacked down to just the cottony fluff on the inside, they'll coalesce and grow a new skin.
Nice.
And they become a larval form there called the dippy-doo. And this is the small form here. And eventually, if these guys live long enough, they turn into a twit. And this is like the teenage form here. And then eventually, they grow a body, the hood comes out,
Yeah.
and become a full-size Twillo again.
Nice.
So that's how they evolve in the comics.
You could totally use AI to go between the two and make like a short
Oh, you know,
little animation.
You're right. They fill in the gaps.
Totally.
Yeah.
But use your art, not steal from it. But
So,
that'd be awesome.
You know, I'm okay if I could find an AI app that I could put my artwork into as a closed system
Yep.
and help me just produce what I'm already doing now, but the in between
You could.
stuff.
Yeah, you could. Man, that's
I-
awesome. What's
you
your name,
know,
brother?
Charlie.
Charlie. Luis. My
Nice.
girlfriend Jen.
Nice to meet you.
How's it going? I'm Ryan.
This is my
Ryan,
brother-in-law,
nice to meet you,
Ryan.
How's it
brother.
going, dude?
He does the voices for my Twillos on the YouTube channel.
Oh no way.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna take this card,
they get
brother.
into shenanigans. And if you like the full size Twillos,
Yeah.
I am doing a free comic if you pick up a full size Twillo. You
Gotcha.
gotta
How much
know
are those guys? Those full size?
They range from 85 to 300 depending on how much detail. Like,
Okay.
this is probably my most detailed, and this is my flagship right here.
Gosh, that's
So about 16 hours of work.
He's the only one with fingers.
Claws and all that crazy stuff. Most of them don't have claws.
I have thumbs now. I can pick things up.
phalanges.
I should have named
Phalanges.
them phalanges.
There you go.
Yeah.
I can wiggle
But
and
they
move.
started at 85 and worked their way up.
I love it,
Depends
man.
on how much time I put into it. But anyone you pick up, I'll throw a comic book in.
super creative.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Love it, man.
Yeah,
Thank
right
you so
on, man.
much. Appreciate it.
What's up, y'all? How you doing? Feel free to pick things up and look at them. They're tough. They can handle some abuse. Hello again. Something calling to you? The Twillos call. They do.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. Well, we collect those. I don't know if you've ever seen them, but they're called
Fugglers?
like
I've heard of the little teeth and
Yes,
stuff.
yes.
Yeah. Well, I think I told you, but these are all handmade. They're not like OE produced and stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
I am planning on, because I need to scale a little bit more, I am planning on producing some OE Twillos, like, you know, like your standard plushie that's made at like this factory kind of thing. And I'll have those, but it'll be like the same guy. Like, it's actually going to be my personal Twillo at home. His name's Ghost. So I'm going to have this guy turn into an OE plush just to help me out, so I have a little more stock in between my hand making of stuff, because I'd like to do more shows. Sometimes I'm kind of limited because I sell out of stock and then I got to come back to ground zero and make more stuff.
Yeah, right.
And I need a little bit of help scaling on something. So, and I still want to do all my handmade stuff, because I think this is what really makes things stuff. Nobody else. I've never come across anybody that does something like this.
No, right, exactly. I've never seen anything like
Yeah,
this.
and then having a deep story of the character behind it makes it even better. So.
Oh, for sure.
And you know, I make them really, really tough. Everything has 2 layers of burlap, so it's not just 1 layer, it's 2. And then I fold everything in, so it's almost like 4 layers here. But they're guaranteed for life as long as I'm alive. If something falls apart, send it back to me. I'll fix them for free. It might look a little different afterwards to kind of go with the theme of Chubwagon monsters.
Oh, right, for sure. Yeah.
Not too crazy to where you're like, oh my god, you ruined my Twillo, but yeah, I haven't had one come back, but I tell everybody that picks one up to know that it's covered with that. So I kind of want one to come back just so I can do one. Yeah, just to see what kind of train wreck I need to fix. So, but I had one friend who bought this Twillo right here. I made a Twillo of that, like a black and white one. I think he ended up fixing it himself and stuff. I was gonna meet up with him here to fix it. But no, I got it.
Alright.
Yeah. You're probably just as good as me at sewing. They're good luck. They keep the cats off the bed if you want that kind of thing.
And they'll talk to you.
Yeah. All the ones that I don't have price tags on, I just have priced them at their 85. So I've got this guy here, this guy here, this guy here, this guy here. I was working up to the last minute last night, so I need a price. Okay, those are the only ones that don't have a price tag on. Those are $85 ones.
Brother Nugget over there comes with his own twit.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy comes with an actual twit, that orange one right there. Yeah, you get him.
You get Brother
he
Nugget.
Lost his brother.
He lost Nugget brother.
Yeah, they were.
We had to split them apart.
These two were like the main antagonists on my YouTube channel. When I'd be working on something, these 2 guys would get into stupid shenanigans.
Yeah.
So, anyways, his brother recently was adopted. He's sad.
He's sad, so he picked up a Nugget.
Yeah, we gave him a little guy, because eventually he'll grow into him and he'll have his buddy. But they need to be separated. They were kind of scam artists. They do stuff like failing construction businesses and stuff like that. They're always trying to start some kind of scam business.
Yeah.
It never worked out good.
Tried to tried to make your RC car faster.
Yeah, the YouTube channel explains all that.
You just go watch. They get into so much trouble. And actually, these guys are pretty special. They're the first ones with their dippy doos built in.
Yeah, I built them in. Like,
Whereas
usually I
most
sew
of
them on the back.
They're separate pieces.
Yeah, this one's got 2. This one makes me want to brush my teeth.
Colgate, that's his name.
Yeah, right? I thought it was like Aquafresh or something.
Or Crest.
I named him Manic Mac.
Which one do you like?
This one's cool. I've never done a peppermint colored one like that before. So you could have them at Halloween time and then at Christmas.
I was gonna say it gets very.
Or and some
Like,
people
this
do
is the
Halloween.
most-
Some people
Yeah, I was gonna say.
decorate Halloween.
Yeah, that's what you said.
9.
Yeah,
almost.
Yeah.
that's a good movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a good
And be
movie.
like, this is what elves actually look like.
You know, they wanted to do it. They wanted to do a sequel to that one, but it completely tanked. At least I heard.
Piece of beauty.
At least that's what I heard.
I got him. I literally got him done 2 days ago.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
his face.
Good color. So all of my burlap is American-made burlap. It's sourced. It's the highest quality burlap I can find. Heaviest 12-ounce G.
Oh yeah,
I'm getting special colors now from the company that I've been working with. So
I like the color scheme too. Like
Yeah.
the dark red ribbon
Uh-huh.
too. Yeah, that's right. You like it? Yeah. Is that the one you like? Yeah.
Pick you a comic too. Yeah, I'm gonna give you issue 1 if you got to know where all this amazing stuff comes from. So anybody that buys a full size quill, I like to give.
That's the first one, right?
Yeah, that's issue
Okay.
1 right there. And then
Alright.
issue 2 just came out.
Yeah.
Fixed up here. When you cash your card, sir.
And will you autograph that one?
Sure, absolutely.
Get you a bag for the comic.
I'm all out of like metallic markers.
Oh, you're all good.
So if you're okay with me signing
Yeah,
on your
wherever's
splash
fine.
page, okay.
For it. I like it. I like his face.
I like this face.
They call to you.
They do.
Yeah, I've had just about everybody that buys a Twillo from me. They
I
typically,
really like this guy too.
yeah. They typically just kind of beeline right over here to a Twillo and look at it and pick it up, and they're like, "I need this one." It's
This
just,
one, yeah, right.
it's that they
It's
call
the
to you.
faces.
Yeah.
It matches my inner gremlin.
Yeah.
It's the faces. There's a certain face that you're like,
Right.
that's my face.
I relate to that.
Yeah, I know that
It's
feeling. I always feel that.
I'll give you that real fast here. VB 880. Less than There you go. 9249. I appreciate the support, y'all. It means a
Of
lot.
course, yeah. I'm an artist as well. So
Gotcha.
I,
Well,
I actually just started on rug tufting and stuff like that.
Send
doing
me-
shag rugs.
send me whatever you do. I'll share your stuff
Right on,
and
yeah.
help support you any way I can too. You know,
Well, thank you though.
I'll buy your art.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, dude, you could send me pictures of any of these, and I could do you actual shag rugs of them as well.
Oh,
Like,
that'd be pretty neat.
all custom.
I'd love to have that for just my
That
own.
would be
Yeah,
awesome.
I mean, I can do hanging
like
ones,
hanging
actual shag carpet.
Oh, that'd be
ones,
great. I have at my house. I have a collection of like my version Frump, who's my main character in the book. But I have all these famous artists who've drawn him, like from Adventure Time and
Oh, okay.
No
you
way.
know,
Right on.
Andy Schultz from Archie, Marvel Comics.
Oh, nice.
So
That's awesome.
I'll go and have them draw their version of Frump for me, and then I keep the collection. So I love getting art of Frump by people.
Right.
So
Right.
So
yeah,
I did that one. For
yeah,
the
dude,
other day.
dude, he would look.
Shag rug.
Yeah,
for-
so if I'm sure you could probably figure something out. Of course, I'll pay you, but like this is Frump, the blue monster here.
Right. Oh, I could. Yeah. I
Yeah,
could do one of those.
and people they'll draw their version of Frump and submit it to me, and I'll show them off and stuff. But yeah, here he is. That's my boy. I've been drawing him since high school.
Yeah, I could
So-
definitely do.
You could do like a
White,
shag
black,
rug.
green, and
Yeah.
orange. Yeah, I could easily do
That'd
one
be
of those,
awesome.
but yeah, we'll have to get a hold of you then.
Yeah, right on. Yeah,
From there.
I'm easy to get a hold of. You got my
Right.
card, right?
Yes, I do.
Cool.
Yeah,
All right,
appreciate
man.
it. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
How you doing?
You've got a good imagination, I will say.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It's really
It's
clever.
been taking care of me lately.
That's good. That's good. There's some unique stuff in I'll look you up.
Yeah, thank you. I'd appreciate that. We're getting low on hats.
Well, even though I have this charging, I think being live is draining the battery.
Faster than we can keep up with it.
Yeah, so why don't we say bye for now? We've gone over a little over an hour.
I need to go check on my truck anyways.
So why don't you guys like and comment, share the stream, let everyone know that we're here. Once we get this charged up, we can go back live.
Yeah, we'll kick it. We're here for 3 days. Today, tomorrow, and Monday.
So we'll be on and off. Just keep checking in with us, and I guess we'll see you guys later.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
We are the Choda Wadamotos.
Bye.